what's up, man? I'm back. I ain't seen you in a minute. You know, we're gonna try to make these a little bit more, consistent. I'm gonna have to try to make more and more and more and more and more and more content. You know what I'm saying? Before I can keep up with the views I'm getting, because I just want to thank everybody who's watched any of these videos. And it's helping me define my route and what I'm going to make. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Today, I'll run across something very, very, very unsettling. I'm sorry, that's my phone. All right. You know what I'm saying? I saw something that really, really, really threw me off. And it had the headline of leave or be killed. You know what I'm saying? It's how the Jewish people in the Holy Land are treating their, I guess, I'll say, what's it called when you being occupied? I don't know if there's a word for somebody who's being occupied. You know what I'm saying? They call occupants. Like, I'm sorry to laugh. I'm sorry. We're not supposed to be laughing about this. But it's just kind of crazy. These are supposed to be the holy people and how they treat others. But don't just believe what I'm saying. We gonna react to it. Wait, hold on.
In the heart. Don't touch me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? In the heart of the Holy Land.
This is an example of the kind of intimidation that they're talking about.
The chaos started early.
We are still hours out yet from the march.
Where are you from the march? Where are you from? I know it's mine. Blah, blah, blah.
Let them speak. Let them speak. Let them speak.
Remember, the Holy Land. It's just my thing. Because I do have a very, very, very faith-based background, right? But I would never want to be in a situation where I have to fight for, land that I feel that God had given me. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing biblical about it. It's nothing divine about it or anything like that. And it just shows, when you see the people within the Holy Land or even experience them, because I've experienced a couple of them, right? They're not the most pleasant people. I'm sorry. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them are. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are my friends, the most nicest people in the world. But when you catch people like this, it's man, I can't support nothing you doing.
It is open today, June 7, 1967, after the Israeli troops had driven out of the new quarter of Jerusalem into the previously Jordanian-held old city of Jerusalem, which now lies clear on the other side of that gate.
This is Jerusalem Day, when Israelis mark their victory in the 1967 war, their seizure of the Western Wall and of East Jerusalem. International law envisions these streets as the capital of a Palestinian state. But those marching don't see it as an occupation. They've come to celebrate what they believe is Jewish ownership of the whole of this ancient city. What's striking is that these young people, many of whom have come from settlements on the West Bank, do not fear the police here. They come from the powerful settler movement, once a fringe extreme in Israeli public life. The ultra-nationalists are now increasingly influential. We meet Atara, who moved here with her parents from Texas 5 years.
What you mean you moved here from Texas? We about to get into this little Texas girl. We're going to keep her on the screen. But that's the thing. When you win the war, you get to rewrite history. You know what I'm saying? They don't ever talk about the part after World War II, they just dump these people in there oh, this is supposedly your land. You know what I'm saying? Just another, this colonization with extra steps. That's all it really was. It was colonization with extra steps. You know what I'm saying? They just added a religious component where it was it's justified for you to take these people land even though they've been living here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hey, and we're not going to talk about the fact, as people who've been in that area for centuries, they say it all the time. They left black and came back white. And looking like this little girl.
Years ago.
And tell me about your two flags.
So this is a flag of the third temple, which we want to build, hopefully put on the Temple Mount.
Many people are holding the same flag. The Third Temple movement wants to demolish Al-Aqsa, the third holiest place for Muslims, and build a Jewish temple on the site. We're quickly surrounded by demonstrators.
What are they trying to do?
They want to put stickers.
And what do the stickers say?
Kahana was right.
They idolize Meir Kahane, a far-right American rabbi who moved to Israel and was convicted of multiple acts of terror. He's considered a founding father of the ultra-nationalist movement.
So what would you do to the Palestinians?
Hey, don't forget, they looking up the terrorists. Hey, that's the first time I ever heard somebody call somebody within the Jewish ranks a terrorist. I've never heard that one before. That was too real for TV right there. My God, what did I just do? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing too much.
Living here.
Here, like in the Old City, leave a location.
What would you do?
I think Islam is cancer, and you don't transfer cancer to another patient. That's not moral. We have to destroy cancer.
And what does destroy look like for you?
To either kill or re-educate all Muslims.
This man, Itamar Ben-Gvir.
Whoa. Yo, that was indoctrination at its highest level. What? She said Islam is a cancer and it needs to be eradicated. Oh my God. Yo. And she wholeheartedly believed that. That's wild.
From the extreme right makes similarly shocking statements. Once convicted for supporting far-right terrorist organizations, he's now the Israeli government's national security minister. And he started Jerusalem Day by unfurling the Israeli colors at Al-Aqsa. Israeli police describe isolated pockets of violence at the...
And it's the same thing that we deal with here in America. You know what I'm saying? With like Pete Hegseth. You go get like this fanatic that, of course, is like, okay, it's about defense, but they have a theological component that like kind of makes it, I don't know. I feel like it's irrational. It's irrational defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and remember, these are supposed to be the holy people. These are supposed to be chosen people, right? Like, why are these chosen people so confrontational? Why are these holy people? Like, she just talked about like expelling like Muslims as if they are cancer. What happened to like compassion and love? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's why I don't feel like these are the real like chosen people. I'm sorry if you don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you have your right to exist. You have your right to your beliefs, but this is not how I view chosen people. I'm sorry.
March, the Christian quarter of the Old City was set upon by a group of Jewish demonstrators.
These streets should be absolutely packed with people. It's very strange being in the Jerusalem Old City and it being completely deserted. There should be shoppers, shopkeepers, religious pilgrims, and yet they can't be here. And they haven't been able to be here on any of the Jerusalem days because it is quite simply too dangerous for them. Now, we're told the vast majority of those marking this day, Jews across Jerusalem, are peaceful, but the ones who come here, the settler activists, they are bent on chaos. And those we speak to here say it's got worse and worse every year. The settler movement has been empowered. It is now at the heart of the Netanyahu government. More settlements have been greenlit in just the last year than were greenlit over the last 20 years. And Palestinians in this old city do not feel safe.
While many refused to engage with us, some, mostly American demonstrators, did agree to speak.
The uptick in settler violence on the West Bank is out of control. You must agree with that.
First of all, I'm not too into that, but I kind of do disagree. But, yeah.
And I mean, we were just over there. The level of intimidation by a lot of young, and this is why I was interested to talk to you, because you don't seem to want to fight, which is great.
I don't think that there's any point in violence.
Well, a lot of your friends here do seem to think there's a point in violence.
No, I might disagree with them.
Well, you can just walk along right over here.
Most of the people are not.
See a bunch of signs.
Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he had the most sense out of anybody. It really is no point in violence. You know what I'm saying? It's really just supposed to make it to where the person who's the victor feels good. You know what I'm saying? You feel good after you it put some violence on somebody and they lose. You know what I'm saying? But remember, the other person is just gonna be hurt or gone.
Jews were killed, right? And those were killed by Arabs.
Yeah, I can show you.
Now you have
Right
one
here.
day that's Yom Yerushalayim, Flag Day for the Jews, so we can't come here to show this is our land, this is our city.
The basis of all this is that you're not from here. You came here from America, trying to displace people who were from here.
First of all, I'm not trying to displace nobody, and second of all, this is my country. I'm a Jew. God gave it to me.
Shaheen owns
Yo, like I'm telling you, these people are just like, he made a good point a second ago, but that is not a good point. God gave it to you. Where does it say that? Where does it say that? Where does it say that God gave them that land? Especially those people. I'm always believe this, and it's just the truth. There's other people who lived in the area that say the same thing. They left black and came back looking like these people. Let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just proof. Like, a lot of these people get sun cancer. They're not native to that region. People like this guy right here are native to that region. You know what I'm saying? Like, these pale people. I'm just gonna say it like that because I hate when it goes into racism and everything like that. But like, certain people are supposed to be in certain areas because you're able to handle certain climates. You know what I'm saying? This guy, he looked like he probably been there forever. Look at the gray, but then some kid from Texas talking about, oh, God gave me this land. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like does that make sense? Like that sounds so crazy. And I believe in God. God ain't never was like, yo, man, go and take Israel, whoever's there, just take it from him. What? Get out of here, man.
kebab shop, but he can't open today.
Is it every year it happens? But
no, it's every year more and more and more.
We're talking to you now. We've got a group walking down who are trying to stop us from being able to talk to you, I think. That's what they're doing. They're shouting so we can stop our interview.
We let them pass and Shaheen finishes his cigarette.
What do you feel when you see them walking?
It's pain for me. Yeah. It's pain for me. I want to live, you want to live, he want to live, everybody want to live.
In another corner of the city, a man.
That's all these people want to do is just live. They just want to, man. He had to close up his shop because these people get rowdy. I can't defend these people, man, at all.
And watches from his window.
Look at this
I asked this
guy.
man how many people are inside. He said there are 7 of them in the house. He said he feels safe there, but he does not feel safe out in the street. He described to us being spat on by a young activist out in the street, and that the idea
Spat on by the chosen people. God, man.
IDF saw it happen and that they reprimanded those young boys.
But there are Jews here to protect Palestinians. Standing together works to foster understanding between Israelis and Palestinians.
We stand with our bodies against the settler violence here against the Palestinian community of Eastern Jerusalem, and we will not let this violent day affect the population here. And we're ready to get hit. We don't want them to get hit. This is our responsibility as Jews.
But you're Jewish.
Yeah.
It's your day too. No, you don't feel that way.
It's a day of occupation. I think that
it's a day of occupation. That's all it is. They occupied, they won, and now they can, like, switch the narrative. That's all it really is, man. And I'm over it. Like, I'm just happy that there's people who are like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big melting pot. It's not like everybody is super victimized. The people who are victimized in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Let's just finish it. I usually would just go to let you see the whole video, and you can check out the whole video at investingculture.com. You don't have to just have my commentary on this thing. But, man, let's finish it out. Let's see what else the man got to say. Because this is making me feel better that there are people within that community that don't see it that way. It is a day of occupation.
Justice must come to all people in this land, and the occupation cannot persist.
Do you think that's a majority view in Israel?
It will be.
Whoa.
Standing Together is a movement built on the hope of coexistence. Attitudes across Israel to a two-state solution have hardened, especially since October 7th and the devastation in Gaza.
Ooh,
These
look at
activists are willing
that.
to put their own lives on the line for the promise of a different kind of Israel.
They started shouting now because they know that we're trying to speak and they're trying to drown it out. I mean, what do you feel as an Israeli when you see this?
Palestinians here are my brothers and sisters, and I will stand with them.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They definitely. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Ricky Morty lately. You know, just got reminisce about the old days. But man, that's wild. Like, I'm at a loss for words. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for those people that were living over there. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, these people come out of nowhere talking about God gave me this land. Man, what you talking about, God? You know what I'm saying? Like, we be praying in this mosque every day. You know what I'm saying? And like, even from like a faith-driven perspective, because I grew up as a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you really get deep into the faith, don't listen to the buzzwords, don't listen to the pastors, actually read the book for yourself and see everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at it like how these kids was looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're indoctrinated. That's exactly what indoctrination is. If indoctrination, you know what I'm saying, they need to put those kids' faces inside the dictionary when you think about indoctrination. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just saw you know what I'm saying? We, here in America, we only get the good side of the Jewish community. We don't ever get the bad side of how they doing. We just get Islam bad, Muslims bad, they do this, they do that, October 7th. But they don't talk about what they did to Gaza. You saw how that looked. That looked crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's always an excuse. And at the end of the day, they don't ever look at themselves as the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? They came and started that war. You know what I'm saying? They came, oh, God told us to take this land. And at the end of the day, you know, I don't like to do too much complaining about it, but it's just war. You decide to go to war, that's what happens. At the end of the day, I just feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel bad for those people because at the end of the day, they just lost a war. They lost a war that they didn't want to really even start. It's just people just showed up talking about this is our land. It was called Palestine. Now it's called Israel. Anyway, man, I ain't going to keep harping on this one too long. You know what I'm saying? Once again, check out my website. Check out some of this merch that I got. Yep, I'm selling merch to you. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be back with another pretty soon. Until then, man.